All right. All right. What's up, guys? Today we're going to go ahead and break down the head and shoulder setup, and then we're going to go ahead and break down some charts, and we're going to go ahead and do some top-down analysis, right? So let's go ahead and get into it. So today, head and shoulders, right? We're looking for this pattern right here. This is the pattern that we're looking for, right? And this pattern is best when we're in a downtrend, guys. So when we know we're downtrending, right? Market is heavily bearish. Oh wait, I'm sorry. We wanted buys. My apologies. Buys. So same thing, just upside down, right? This is a pattern that we want to see when the market is bullish, 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 right? When the market is doing its thing and it is trending to the upside, guys. This right here is the pattern that we want to see, right? We would like to see some consolidation being built up, right? This is important for us because we know that a move is coming, right? We just have to stay patient because everything is broken down into quarters, right? We've broken down the head and shoulder pattern into quarters a couple of times, right? I like to do it like that. In my opinion, it's broken down simple. You understand that you have to wait for these things to happen. It's just not bang, 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 right? I know sometimes we can make it seem like that. And when you're on the lower time frame, sometimes it does happen like that, right? But when you're starting to go on the 1 hour, 4 hour, higher time frames, guys, it's a slower process. You have to let these things play out, right? So consolidation, that's a good sign. That lets us know something is going to happen. Now, when we get a push down and then a massive push up, guys, that's something that we need to be like alarmed on, alerted on, right? Because the market doesn't, it's not supposed to move crazy drastic like that, right? The banks are doing that on purpose. The banks are doing that on purpose, right? So, guys, when we're in an uptrend, when the market is bullish, this is what we need to look for right here, right? Give me a one if that is making sense. Not all the time, Anthony, right? Not all the time, but when we're looking for buys, this is what we need to see, right? We would like to see the market take a nice drop and clear some of this liquidity and then right away reverse. That lets us know that the bank swept this liquidity, right? And I'll go ahead and break it down right now. But it
Uh,
doesn't always happen like this. Sometimes, when we're in a downtrend, when the market is heading down, sometimes the market will consolidate and then break to the downside. And when we're downtrending, this is something we can actually use for a starting point, and we could actually send that back down, right? So you have to understand what you're trying to do in the market. Are you trying to look for buys? Are you trying to look for sales? Right? We can look for this in a downtrend, and we can also look for this in a downtrend. Market sweeps to the upside, changes character right away, and we start looking for sales. Right? We can do the same thing with this here, right? Market wants to consolidate. We would like it to sweep to the downside, right? This gives us more confirmation and some confidence that we can go ahead and take that, right? But when we're in an uptrend, you know what happens as well, bro, is we get a break of structure to the upside, right? And this is letting us know the market is ready to start going now. So we've covered this a couple times. This is going to be my break of structure to the upside, right? We have a breakout rally, and there should be a last selling candle in this area. And we're going to go ahead and use that as my starting point. That way we can go ahead when the market comes back, we can go ahead and look for some buying opportunities. Does that make sense? So you have to understand what you're looking for. We can look for both of these patterns, right? We could look for both of these patterns in an uptrend. But I'm focusing on the head and shoulder. We've covered this right here for months, bro. So if you're a little late to the party, no worries. My YouTube has a ton of these videos right here. But I would like to focus on this pattern here. Who was that? Does that make sense, Anthony?
yeah, that's
Let
what
me
I was that's my bad. That's what I was kind of wondering about because, like, You know, you're mentioning that if it does, like, it'll sometimes not sweep out whatever it was, whatever people were trying to sell or buy.
Right,
What if after, like, that doesn't happen, and then after that, it does happen? You get me?
right. Can you explain that one more time? That
So,
very
like,
last part?
yeah, so like, let's say if like, how you were saying that it doesn't, sometimes it doesn't do that, and it'll just go down. Uh,
Right.
is there a chance that it might just come up out of nowhere and sweep those people, or would it just keep going down?
It can. It can sweep these people. You're talking about like right here, right?
Yeah, how you were saying that it wouldn't sweep. Like if it was on a sell, it wouldn't go up. It would just keep going down.
Just like this one right here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, we do have the possibility of the market going higher and sweeping this, right? We just have to keep looking further left, right? Because what if we have something that looks like this? Shoulder, head, and then the market stopped right here. We have a shoulder right in this area. So we can possibly go higher and hit that area.
Okay,
Does
and
that
then your
make
stop
sense?
loss. Yeah, and then your
My,
stop loss would be at the highest point, right?
my stop loss would be there.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, makes sense.
Awesome, bro. Yeah, so we have to make sure we're always looking at the market structure at all times, right? So let's go ahead and break this down, guys, real quick. We don't have to go take up too much time, but let's go ahead. So what we would like to see is markets start to consolidate. This is a good thing for us, guys. Consolidation is 25% of the setup, guys, right? So yes, when you're seeing this, this is support and resistance, right? You have resistance on top, support on the bottom. Have you guys heard of support and resistance? Have you guys ever heard of that before? Yeah, so when you're able to see support and resistance, things like this, that is consolidation. That is liquidity being built up, right? So when you're seeing this, guys, this is 25% of the setup. 25%. Boom. 25% of the setup. Now, guys, we know that this is liquidity, right? Right? This is money being built up. And if you can see consolidation, you have to understand what consolidation is, right? Consolidation is money being built up in a specific section. So you can see here, anytime the market is bouncing off support and resistance, people are selling at resistance right here. Selling, 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 selling. Or I'm sorry, buying, buying, buying. Does that make sense? People are selling at resistance and people are buying at support. Give me a two if that makes sense. Right. So what we would like to see, guys, is we would like to see a break of structure to the downside. Right. We want to see all these buyers get swept. Everybody who was trying to buy right here at support, we would like to see them get swept. So as the market starts to drop, boom, the market just swept all of these buyers in this section. So everybody who was trying to buy right here, they just got their stop loss hit. Boom, boom, boom. These guys are gone, right? They just hit stop loss. And what did we get to the downside? We just got a break of structure, a liquidity sweep, and now this becomes my left shoulder. Give me a five if that makes sense, guys. Give me a five if that makes sense. If you're confused, please let me know. Right? So, boom, the banks just sold down and we got to break a structure. Not only that, we just cleared liquidity. Everybody who was buying in this area just got clapped. Stop loss has been hit. Now, when that happens, guys, this right here, this push down, the sweep of liquidity, that's 50% of the setup. 50% of the setup, guys. Right now, the buyers, everybody who was buying, they just got clapped, right? But and everybody who was selling, they just think they hit the lotto, right? They're like, "Oh yeah, baby, we can't miss, right? We can't miss, whatever the case." Now, the banks are going to go ahead and reverse this thing. They just swept all of these buyers. And what's going to happen next? Boom, we would like to see the market give me a nice push up and change direction. So anybody who did not take profit or take partial or break even, everybody who was selling at resistance just got clapped. Give me an 8 if that makes sense, guys. And what does this give us? This just gave us a change of character to the upside. Change of character to the upside. Now, when we get this change of character, guys, this change of character is going to be 75% of the setup. And that's exactly what we need. As soon as we get 75% of the setup, guys, we can now start looking for buys, right? This right here, this change of character, this lets us know the market is ready to start heading up now, right? Does that make sense, guys? Everybody type in the chat sense. If that makes sense, put sense or unmute and say sense. Let me know if that makes sense, guys. Awesome. 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 Now, my entry. Where's my entry at? Right here, guys. Mark this stuff up. It's important you guys mark this stuff up. If you can see it with your eyes, it's important you mark it up because when you're like, shoot, where do I enter? You should have marked it up because this is exactly where we are going to enter, guys. That's our shoulder zone, right? This is going to be my shoulder zone. So notice we have left shoulder. This drop down right here, guys, this is my head. This is the head. And then when we change character, we need for the market to come back. It isn't, I don't know when it's going to come back. We have no control in the market, right? We have no control. But whenever it wants to come back and touch my buy zone, boom, I want to start looking for some buy opportunities. Does that make sense, guys? Trust me, on higher time frames, some of these plays haven't like that, they'll come back years later, months later, weeks later, right? And they want you to forget about this buy area, right? They want you to think, oh, on that 1 hour time frame, we're selling to the flow. We're selling to the flow. And they want you to forget about this area way over here. They don't even want you looking at this. And then you're super zoomed in like this. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys always are, right? You guys zoom out. You guys are gonna understand we have a buy opportunity right there. So when the market sends this, touches my zone, we're looking to send this back up, right? Give me a 5 if this makes sense. Why is it always easier when you're going over it and I overthink when I'm doing it by myself? Honestly, that was the same for me too, right? That's the same for me too. And that's how I feel like that's how it is for everybody, right? And it just comes with the reps. It just comes with the reps, guys. You know, so don't it, you just got to put the reps in. The more notes you take, the more reps you take, the when you send in charts and get feedback, it helps out a lot, guys. Trust me. So we know that this is my buy area, right? Boom, buy area. Where is my stop loss? Well, my stop loss is going to be this low here. So let's go ahead and we'll put head and stop loss. Now, again, guys, levels will actually help you find the head, and it's pretty dope. If you press BOS, it's going to tell you where your BOSs are. I think it might say change of character, but it's going to say BOS, starting point, head. It's going to show you guys. It's pretty lit, you know. So if you guys are struggling with this type of stuff or seeing it, guys, hop on levels. Trust me, I use levels all the time just to confirm. You know what I'm saying? You might as well. You're paying for the product. You're paying for the scanner, you know, for the training wheels. You might as well use it. So this is it, guys. I'm looking for buy opportunities right here, right? Minimum 1 to 3 risk to reward. 1 to 3 risk to reward. You can put an alert right here, guys. So let's go ahead. I know we can put 20 alerts now on levels. It used to be 10. That's crazy. It used to be 10. Now it's 20. So that's pretty lit. So let's go ahead. We'll change this to blue, I guess. So right over here, guys, alerts. Let's go ahead and click on that. Create alert. crossing down, and we need this price. So we need a line so we can see the number that, or the price that we want to have our alert at. So let's go ahead and we'll put 141.280. Um, only once. I want this to expire, in the future. Name, buy opportunity. And I need these things turned on, guys. If you don't turn these on, I mean, there's no point of creating the alert if you're not gonna get alerted. You know what I'm saying? So you need these turned on. Once you do that, create alert, boom, an alert will pop up right here. Oh shoot, I use my entry line. Well, let's go ahead and move it. Approve. Then y'all didn't even tell me I wasn't even using the right alert. But that's how you put the alerts down, right? So make sure you guys are using these guys. These guys are here for you. It's there for you guys. You guys can use them. We're still working on getting these alerts to the IM app, but if you guys are trading on your computer, phone, laptop, tablet, like you guys usually are, and you guys have levels open, you will be notified. Trust me, you will be notified. So let's go ahead and just delete this real quick. What is this? URJPY by op. All right. So guys, once the market comes back into my right shoulder, guys, this is 100% of the setup. 100%. This is it right here. 100% of the setup. And this is going to be my left shoulder. I'm sorry, my right shoulder. Boom. Give me an 8 if that makes sense, guys. Let me know. Let me pull out the little homie real quick. Not the homie. Not the homie. Boom. Look at this, guys. We have a left shoulder on this side, right? Notice once we change character, we don't have that right shoulder, right? We need the market to come back and go ahead and do me a solid. Again, when? Who knows when it'll come back? This is why we have alerts. When the market comes back into this area, guys, let's go ahead and look for some buy opportunity so we can go ahead and send it in that bullish momentum, right? Let's go ahead and keep that trend. Trend is bullish. Let's go ahead and look for some buys. Literally, guys, simple as that. Let me know if that makes sense, guys. Let me know. Let me know. If you guys need me to break it down another way, shoot, I'm just trying to figure this thing out. That's fine like that. It is what it is. Let me know if you guys are confused. For the alerts, does it get sent to your phone or just a desktop or a laptop? So if you set an alert, if you have levels on your phone open, it'll send it to your phone. It just won't be sent to the IM app, right? So we're working on these alerts being sent to the IM app. That way you can get notified straight to the IM app. But as of right now, if you have levels open on your phone, guys, it'll notify you. All right, so it works. You just got to go ahead and use the product. But does anybody have any questions, guys? Any questions? No questions? We're good. We're good. We're good. We're great. All right, let's get it then. You guys are good. Let's go ahead and get to it then. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and look at some pairs. What are you guys looking at? You guys want to look at what I'm looking at, or you guys want me to go ahead and break down some things that you're looking at? Let me know. You guys tell me. GU? All right, bet. Let's go ahead and look at GU. Top down. If levels lags, I'm just going to go to my trading view. All right, so right now, guys, this right here is literally the low on this chart, right? This right here is the lowest of the low that's GU has ever been. Right now, we're on the monthly time frame. So just keep that in mind, right? Right now, we are heavily downtrending, heavily downtrending. But again, zoom out, guys. Don't just always be stuck like this. Zoom out because you'll see, again, what is this right here? Yeah, we're on the monthly time frame. It'll take forever to come back up here. But hey, you're 10 steps ahead, right? What is this, guys? Do we have a break of structure to the upside? Yes or no? Yes, right? Now we have a change of character right here. Simple setup. Again, when will it come back? Who knows? Market is bearish with G right now, so we don't know. But look at how we have a clean setup right here. We have two clean setups. We have a shoulder play right here. Not only that, if we zoom in, let's put the stop loss there. If we zoom in, we can see we have a starting point as well. So let's zoom in real quick. Look at this, guys. We have a breakout rally to the downside. Where's my last buying candle that started that rally? Where's the last buying candle that started that rally, guys? Right here. If I press the bears, will it pull up? No, it's too far back. Yes, Joe. Yes, Joseph. Right there, my boy. Starting point. Right. Let's pull out the BOS. Boom. Guys, look at how it tells you it's literally the head. Joseph, can you delete that for me, bro? I'd appreciate it. Guys, thank you. Look at how it literally tells you it's the head. Look at break a structure, bro. It literally tells you break a structure, and it also tells you change of character right there. Change of direction right there, too. Change of direction. Change of direct, guys. It's literally doing it for you. You guys want a smart money scanner, a level scanner, head and shoulder scanner? Levels is literally that. Literally that. Look at what we got here. Liquidity. Liquidity is sitting right there, right above, or I'm sorry, right below my sell zone. So, yeah, there is incentive for the market to come back up. Again, when? Who knows? But hey, it will soon. Now look at what we got here, guys. Again, market is bearish, right? Market is bearish. Check me out here. We have break a structure to the downside. Where's my starting point? There's a starting point right there. Look, notice how we have the breakout rally to the downside. Where's the last buying candle that started that breakout rally, guys? Let me know. Go ahead and draw my chart. We have the breakout rally. Where's the last buying candle that started that breakout? Let's go, Caesar. Let's go, baby. Dang, that was just missed, but that's okay. That's fine. Leave it there. We have a break of structure. Another breakout rally. Where's my starting point? Right here. Okay, cool. That one was taken. Awesome. So now we know we have a starting point there. Now that could have been a missed opportunity. Hey, but I'll still leave it. Now look at we came in here once, twice, and then drop. So look at this, guys. Check me out. What does this look like to you? What does that look like to you guys? This is the monthly time frame. Yes, sir. What does that look like to you guys? Liquidity. Look at this. We have support, support, resistance. Uh-oh, did we just clear liquidity? Okay, we just cleared liquidity. Did we just get a break of structure to the downside? Yes, we do. Levels is even letting me know right there. Arrow, break of structure. So let's go ahead and mark that up. BOS. BOS, liquidity sweep, left shoulder. Awesome. Now, again, we know that this is liquidity. So we know there's incentive for the market to come back up. Where the heck is my money sign, baby? We know that there is incentive to come back up, but we need the market to actually break and close above this right there. All right, so let's go ahead and delete that. We don't need that no more. We know that's been taken. Now check me out, guys. Let's go ahead and dissect this market right here. So this is what I'm seeing, right? We can still look for some zones for rejection, but this is what I'm seeing right here. So we have a break of structure to the upside, and then we have a break of structure to the downside, a little change of character. So we do have a starting point in this area. Boom, market actually respected that and gave a nice push to the downside. Now this is the monthly time frame, so it doesn't look like a lot, but that's already a thousand pips, right? Already 1,000. Now we do have this shoulder over here has not touched yet, so we can probably see a little rejection off of this as well. So let's go ahead. We'll mark that up. Awesome. So we know that the market has incentive to go higher. We now have a possible rejection zone. Okay. Now we know that the market is bearish, right? We're continuing to break structure to the downside. So just because we have this sweep does not mean we're reversing yet. Just because it looks good doesn't mean I should be thinking buys, 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 buys. No, it hasn't on the lower time frame we can, but on higher time frame we're not even up here yet. So we shouldn't even be thinking long-term buys. You know what I'm saying? Let's just go to the next zone, which is right here. Let's drop down um to the weekly. Now let's just dissect this. Let's dissect this real quick. So we can see we have a change of character down here with the starting point as well. And all of this looks like liquidity to me, to be real. That looks like a lot of liquidity, right? Okay, cool. Now, I am seeing this market structure here. Now, we've been here a couple times already, right? We've been here a couple times, but market has gone higher. But again, guys, just because we've gone a little bit higher doesn't mean that it can't hold still, right? We got to push here. Awesome. We got to push here. Awesome. We got to push down here. Awesome. But I mean, we're on the weekly, so we can still mess around and see what's happening. It doesn't look like it's going to be respected, but it still can possibly be respected, right? So just keep that in mind. Um, let's also take a look. Everything looks like it's been taken already. Break of structure here, starting point. Starting point here, taken. All right, cool. This is what I'm seeing. It doesn't look like it's going to respect this structure much, but I am seeing some inverted type plays here. All right, break the structure to the downside, and then we do change character to the upside. So let's drop down real quick to the daily just to see what's cooking on over here. All right, so I couldn't see that on the daily, on the weekly, but it looks like it already violated, which is fine with me because it didn't look like it was holding anyways, right? And now it looks like it makes this inverted even better. So we'll keep that right there. And then we'll continue to dissect, right? We already know the market's right here, guys, right? We know the market's right there. We had a break of structure to the downside. We can see this, right, guys? You can see all this liquidity is chilling right here in this area, right? Yes, we go a little higher. That's fine. Sometimes you're going to get manipulated. And technically, we were chilling right in this saddle zone anyways, right? So this push down was because of this head and shoulder here, right? So it is what it is. If you were looking to sell right there, you probably got some pips, right? So, but now that we got this change of character in this area, now we can start looking for some buys. So we have, let's just go ahead and update BOS, liquidity sweep, left shoulder, and then we have the change of character here. Boom. Awesome. Let's go to that weekly time frame again one more time just to take a look. Okay, cool. So now that we have this market structure locked and loaded, wow, look at this push, guys. So notice how we have a break of structure to the upside, right? We have break of structure, breakout rally, crazy. My last selling candle before that rally up is right here. This is my starting point, and levels will let me know too, right? Blue arrow, blue box, boom. Put that there, guys. The market is up here right now. The market is literally right here in this area. So that means this thing was respected so well. We shot up, right? Let's drop down. Boom. We sh we shot up, bro. We shot up. So that's a good thing, right? It didn't come down to my right shoulder, but hey, when the market wants to come back down here, I'll still be looking for buys, right? Guys, check this out real quick. Let's zoom out, right? I can still take buy opportunities off a starting point and still save this for later. Does that make sense, guys? Now, okay, we got some action off this starting point, but if I delete this, what would this look like to guys for you? If anybody's seen that, would you guys consider that liquidity? Knowing we have a buy opportunity right here, knowing for the imbalanced traders, there are still imbalances right here and down here, and there is a starting point in this area as well. That level is calling out. See if it goes down that far. Yep. So there's still a starting point down here that hasn't been touched, right? And market's up here now. So it is what it is. Market's up here. Nothing we can do about that. But when the market wants to come back in this area, guys, put an alert. Put an alert. Letting you know now. Put an alert. So now let's go ahead and continue. Let's continue to dissect. Market respected this area. Cool. Now let's just see what's good. So we can see we had higher high, higher low, and we continue to break structure to the upside, creating new highs. Is everybody following me right now? We got to break a structure to the upside. Awesome. Now, guys, where is my starting point? We have a breakout rally to the upside. Look at that breakout rally. That's strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice, strong breakout rally. Where is my starting point, guys? Oops, I moved it on you, Josue. You talking about that one right there, baby? Awesome. So that's where I'm waiting at right now. That's what I want to see the market come down to. Chilling right there. Now, now we can also dissect this market structure. Notice how we have stair-step market structure. Boom. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, market takes off. So we also have a shoulder right here. Boom. My change of character line. Bow. Right? And I don't wanna like, let's see if I pull the fib out. Oh yeah, that 886 is right on top of that shoulder. And as soon as we get to that starting point, we're in 70% discount range. So that's already solid. So that's already looking good. Now let's drop down to the 4 hour time frame. Okay, cool. So you guys can see there's all kinds of starting points within here. What Oren has been going over is when you have a higher time frame starting point, you want to look for the starting point within that as well. And we can actually see that right here. So notice how we have um, a breakout. Notice the starting point is actually right there. So I like that. Not to say that these can't be respected, but I would still like the market to come deeper, a little bit deeper retracement. But this right here, guys, is actually a really solid market structure. Um, Especially to come back. If this is the reversal to come back down to that area, this was so fire. Look at this, guys. We have consolidation happening right here. All types of consolidation. We shoot up and then immediately reverse, right? So we could have used this opportunity. If you guys were focused on GU, that could have been your opportunity right there. And it looks like this is already around a 1 to 2.5. Yeah, 2.5 on its way to a 1 to 3. If you guys already didn't TP out, boom, that was already a 1 to 3. Let's see, actually. Boom, 1 to 3, already a dub, which is nice, right? Now, we can go starting point by starting point just to see if it can get a reaction. So we do have a starting point there. Let's go ahead and mark it up. Now, again, if the market wants to react off of this area, all we have to do is wait for a change of character, right? I know I'm waiting way lower. I'm waiting way lower down there. So if we were going to get a reaction, let's just wait for the change of character, right? If we can get this, then we can possibly look for some more buys to the upside. So just keep that in mind. But if we disrespect and we don't change character, right? Continue to the downside, boom, disrespect. Well, look at what we got here. Starting point. Let's send it back down, right? But as of right now, this is actually I kind of like this for counter trend retracement sales. We do have a sell opportunity to happen right there. And then we had consolidation build up one more time, a nice sweep, and then we change character again. So we can see if the market wants to come back in this area, we'll see if we can take some counter trends just to see if we can send it back down a bit lower. And this honestly, that would have to we would have to see a bit of liquidity being built up in this area on the way up here. If we can see some liquidity, I wouldn't mind taking the counter trend to see if we can send it down a little lower. Does that make sense? So as of right now, this is it. Like we're already close to the market. How close do you want to go? Right? If we go one more time lower, we're gonna start getting inside of here. So what do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to drop lower and get tighter? Right? Again, think about it. We have CPI. We have CPI on Wednesday and then unemployment claims on Thursday. Right? So just keep that in mind. Now we can drop 1 hour lower if you want. But to be honest, I wouldn't be looking for anything in here. I would be looking for a bit higher, right? We do have a break of structure starting point. Now look at what we got. We do have liquidity being built up, right? So if we can get a push up, maybe we can look for some sales. Again, you never have to be the first one in. If the market wants to go ahead and break down, let's see if we can go ahead and change character first before getting back in. But as of right now, that's what I'm seeing, and I'm not trying to rush the market at all. I don't like to get too close because then I'm participating in the liquidity, right? And I don't want to participate in liquidity. Does that make sense? Caesar, is that what you're looking at, bro? Let's see what he has. Can you guys see this chart or no? Probably can't. It's all good. Oh yeah, he has the breakout finder. Um, I forget what it's called. What is it called? Indicator. Breakout finder indicator. Super fire. But yeah, this is the setup right here that I'm looking at. This is obviously the cleaner one. We could obviously see that it's actually trading. It's continuing with that bearish trend. We have that lower low. Oops, the hit. We have that lower low, lower high, lower low, right? So it is continuing in that bearish momentum. And obviously we just get that nasty breakdown, that little south on it. So if we can round out and come back up here, I would like to see if we can shift that back down. Not too bad of a setup at all. Not too bad of a setup at all. Pretty clean, pretty clean. Can you guys see the level chart? GBP CAD. All right, GBP CAD. Again, guys, when I'm breaking down and I stop, this is your opportunity to take screenshots. Take screenshots, right? Let's go to that daily time frame. Again, the daily is way down here. So none of these starting points don't hold, guys. Don't even trip. Like, it's okay. This was a pretty good run, right? This was literally a pretty good run. So just because it's bearish, I'm sorry, just because it's bullish does not mean it could, it's going to go ahead and buy right away, right? Does not mean that. Again, banks like discounts. Hedge funds, banks, big ballers, the whales, they like discounts. So if I want to go ahead and pull out the fib, 50% is about right here already in this area. Anything lower is going to be a fat discounted retracement. Let me go ahead and pull a 50% real quick. 0.5. Yeah. So right in this area, right? So if it doesn't hold, it is what it is. I'm not gonna chase the trade. They're two back to back. I'm not gonna worry about it, to be honest. I'm just gonna wait for the change of character. I'm not gonna overthink it. I know sometimes we're like, oh, which one do we want to choose? I see two, I see four, I see 10. Guys, have them marked up. It's okay. You never have to be the first one in. Don't overthink. We can get a rejection. Okay, cool. We go a little lower. Okay, it happens. Boom, we get a rejection. Okay, we change character now. Awesome. Let's go ahead and start getting in. Boom, we'll shift the market up. Right. So don't be too eager, guys. We'll just see when the market changes direction. That's when we'll start to look for some more buys. Right. But as of right now, this is looking pretty solid. Can't complain. GBP CAD. I was actually marking up a lot of the London setups. Oh, it's in the other. They're treating it like that. Top down. Again, guys, always on higher time frames. Always on higher time frames. It clears up a lot of confusion. Instead of just hopping down in that 1 hour time frame like this, or that 15 like this, and you're like, okay, cool, what's cooking? You know, you can do that. Don't get me wrong, but give yourself some good, strong bias. You know, let's go ahead and zoom out. We can see on this chart, this is the history that we got. Market's pretty bearish, right? Market's pretty bearish. So what can we see? As of right now, I'm seeing a pretty nice head and shoulder right here. You guys see this? Pretty nice. Pretty nice. We get higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, change of character, and we just start consolidating right here. Boom, consolidating. So we can possibly get a run up and clear this liquidity right here. Right now, we do break structure to the downside. I do see this. So let's mark that up. BOS, liquidity sweep, slash left shoulder. Awesome. Now, where's the starting point to that? The starting point to that move is right here. And it does not look like it is holding up at all. And that's fine. That's totally fine with me. Right? Oops. I know I have zones way higher anyways, right, guys? Right? We have zones higher, right? And to be honest, these look a lot better than anything in here. Why? Because again, this is just liquidity, right? We see buys right here. That looks real nice, right? Real nice. So let's go ahead. We can already see on this time frame that we actually had a break of structure to the upside, right? And we had a starting point right here. And levels is already giving it to you. And it already had a rejection, which is pretty cool. We already got some souths on it. Now let's take a look. I can also see on this time frame. I know it could be a little tough, but notice how we have a low, some equal high type market structure. We drop lower and then we go ahead and continue with that bullish move. Let's go ahead and drop to a lower time frame so we can see that a bit clear. Weekly time frame. I'm gonna go ahead and use this low right here. We have a low, low, again, that equal high. Market drops lower. What was it coming down to, guys? What did the market come down to? You always have to look left. Thank you for hopping on. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Always have to look left, guys. Look at that nasty move. Look at this. Lower low. This is my left shoulder. Lower high, lower low. This is my head. Boom. Change of character. Guys, clean move right here. Starting point move. I think if it barely missed, oh my God, nasty. But that right there, sauce. I think I barely missed. Oh my goodness, I would be so hurt. But it is what it is. Let's see. Monthly time frame. Nope. Doesn't give it to you. Dang. Lower time frame, if we drop down to like that 1 hour time frame, whatever the case, I'm pretty sure we can go ahead and drop down. Right. But look what we got. It is what it is. Possible missed opportunity right there. So we'll go ahead and delete that just to be clear with the visual. Now, look at this, guys. We have a left shoulder. Boom. Change of character here. Levels is even letting you know, like, yo, we got a clear change of character here. We have a blue arrow. Boom. We have a possible starting point right here. Now, check me out, guys. Change of character. Let's mark it up. Top. Blue. Awesome. Liquidity. Chilling right in this area. Anytime I see a right shoulder and then liquidity, I'm just like, bro, come back. Come back to me, bro. Why you go so far? Come back to me, bro. Trying to buy. Trying to take some buys. Right? So let's go ahead and take a look. We had a buy in this area, which most likely was that week or monthly time frame. And we can see we have another buys right here. So let's go ahead and go to the daily. Oh my goodness. Right away, I'm looking at these equal highs. For sure, equal highs. I know that wick put goes just above it, but I mean, for me, guys, even if it still wicks above like just slightly, just to push down a little bit and then continue to go up, like it's still equal highs to me, right? We do change character, so we do have a shoulder in this area, and we also have a starting point. So let's go ahead. We'll mark that up as my left shoulder, and then we do have a starting point in this area as well. And then we're chilling. Dang, this starting point was a smacker right there, boy. That was the smacker. So let's drop down to the 4 hour now. So now look, 4 hour time frame, guys. I would be dealing inside of that. Now I possibly can, right? Like I possibly could look for some sales. This looks pretty decent. Can't lie. That looks half decent. Doesn't look too bad, right? We do change character. But again, guys, look at what we're dealing with here if we choose to indulge, right? We do have liquidity being built up right now, right? So just keep that in mind. Not only that, I'm seeing liquidity right here as well. Boom. So I'm still looking for buys. It's just a matter of when, right? It is giving some rejection in this area, but this head and shoulder is inside of liquidity. So we'll see if this holds or not. I'm not really looking to indulge in that. I want lower, right? I'm looking for a little bit lower. So we'll see. We'll see what's up. And again, this one, I honestly don't like indulging in head and shoulders inside of liquidity, especially when I can see it as clear as this. I mean, for me, if I do indulge, it has to give me a head and shoulder off of it. Like, boom, I get the change of character. Awesome. Now, as soon as it's in this area, I want to see at least a minimum of like a 5 minute to a 15-minute head and shoulder. Once we see that, then I'll go ahead and take it. But I'm not going to be in on the first touch with a heavy lot inside consolidation. That's just not what I like to do. Make sense? Let's just go up one more time frame just to see if we're all good. Weekly time frame, what is it buying to? What's right here? Let's go ahead and dissect this area up to the left. What levels let me go back this far? Yo, my tablet's actually pushing. Or my computer. To go back a little further. This is the highest peak, right? I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. Dissect. All right, so this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a pretty decent shoulder right here, along with the starting point. Let's see if we get some action off of that. Oh, we already got some action off of that, which means I'm expecting it to go higher. Wow, what a smack. That's a pretty decent trade, fam. Like I ain't gonna lie. 150 pips. 150 pips. GBP CAD cannot complain, bro. But look, guys, understand. Look at how long this took, right? Check out how long this took from here, from the change of character. So right here, because that's when the south setup is confirmed, right? So from the change of character to your touch, guys, that was 683 days. Literally 2 years and some change. What is it? 365? Yeah, so 2 years and some change. Took you 2 years and some change, and you get a pretty solid drop off of that. Right? It is what it is. Obviously, we would like it to continue down, but that's still a solid move. Still a solid move. Oh shoot, do we can I'm thinking it only went right there. Bro, we came down. So look at that. Let's count the pips. Look at I only thought it went down to here, which was 150, if I'm not mistaken. 150? Or is that 1,000? No, I don't think that's 1,000. Have a good one, Manny. That was 300 pips, 390 pips, so almost 400 pips, guys. 400 pips. So you waited 2.5 years to smack 400 pips. And you held this trade for 930 days. So you waited 2 years, but you held for 3 years. Is that crazy? Ain't that crazy? Crazy, right? But now look, this right here, this area has already been touched. What's free over here on this left-hand side? What is the market buying to? You guys always have to ask that question. What is the market buying to? We can see we have a break of structure to the downside, right? Levels letting me know we have a red arrow, which means this last buying candle right here is my starting point. And we can see that this right here is totally untouched, right? Totally untouched. So I would like to see if we can continue with that bullish momentum. Right, guys? We're this is bullish now. We changed character right here. We BOS, I'll go show you. You guys can see. I mean, it's so clear. We can even wait till it comes down here. BOS, change of character. Now look at this right shoulder was not taken, which means we're still waiting, and the starting point is actually way down here. So the market never came down. Not only that, guys, I mean, this is a pretty sick starting point. Not only that, guys, look at anytime I see a right shoulder that hasn't been touched, but see liquidity, I'm just like, oh, bruh, come on, bro. You're making this shit too easy. Now you just have to wait. Can you stay patient, guys? How long can you stay patient? People who are the most patient win. Now look at as soon as we get that shift, boom, bullish, bullish. So what are we looking for? I'm seeing buys down here. I'm seeing possible buys here as well. But again, that's inside the liquidity. So that one will be a little bit more suspect. I would still like it to come down here. Boom, we're already locked and loaded. We have all the buys marked up and locked and loaded, fam. We can't even like literally, where can it go? Where can it go? If it doesn't respect this buy zone, guys, it's coming down to this weekly starting point. It's coming down to the weekly starting point right here. Look at this, guys. It's as simple as day and it's clear and it's right in front of you, but you won't know because you like to stay on the lower time frames. Now, again, there's nothing wrong with that, but when the lower time frame gets shaken up and you're like, well, why is the market, doing what it's doing? Guys, it's coming down to its weekly zone, which is down here, right? So, hey, let it make all the equal highs that it wants. That's totally fine with me. If it doesn't change character off of this zone, guys, it's okay. That's totally fine with me. If it doesn't do that, that's fine. If it does, let's look for buys. And if it doesn't and we continue down, hey, I already knew that that was a possibility. Why? Because I checked the higher time frame. Boom. Let's go ahead and we'll go clear these equal highs and shift that back up. Guys, does that make sense? Give me a 10 if that makes sense. Let me know. For real, for real. Let me know if that makes sense. Because if it doesn't, we need to keep working. If that doesn't make sense, that means a lot of you guys are possibly trading within this liquidity here. That means you guys are participating in liquidity. You guys are the liquidity, right? So just keep that in mind. And again, you guys can trade the lower time frames, but understand what you are doing, what you're participating in, and what could possibly happen next by looking at higher time frames, right? Does anybody have any questions before we go ahead and end the night? Let me know, guys. Any questions before we end the night? I will be sending in chart markups into the levels chat and into the FRX channel. Guys, I have a question for you. I have a question. Would you guys like me to send in the major pairs, all of the setups? Like, do you guys want Tokyo? Do you guys want London, New York, Sydney? What do you guys want inside that levels chat? What I like, 'cause what do you guys look at? I could just send my stuff in, but what if you guys don't look at the stuff I look like? You guys don't have to trade my stuff, right? Tokyo, got you. Yens, I got you. Don't even trip. I got you. I got you guys. Literally every pair right now, every Forex pair is already marked up. So I'm gonna go ahead and send the levels chat and all kinds of pairs. Y'all gonna go crazy. It's just the waiting game, guys. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead. I will see you guys on Friday. I hope you guys have a blessed week. Trade responsibly, guys. Practice what you guys are learning. I hope and pray everybody is taking notes. Like, I don't want you guys just watching. I need you guys dissecting as you guys watch. Vinny, why are you marking it up like this? Or why is that liquidity? Why is that the starting point? How is that the shoulder, Vinny? Like, you guys should be looking at me to a T, dissecting, writing this stuff down. That's what I did to Oren. I do that to Mike. I do that with every educator. Will, Neri. I do that with everybody. That's how you get better. And then what do? You implement that onto live charts and get feedback from the people you guys are learning from, right? So I do that all the time. I ask Will, Neri, all types of questions. Oren, Mike, I ask them questions as well, guys, right? So keep that in mind. Let's get better on a daily basis. Send in those charts. Let's get it. I will see you guys on Friday. Peace out, guys.